Hello.
Hi there, you can start.
All right. Good morning, grade 9 learners. You are welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to be looking at indicators, and then your usual presenter is Mr. Razak. All right. So let's look at the lesson objectives. So by the end of the lesson, it is anticipated that you will be able to use chemical indicators to establish whether a substance is an acid, base, or neutral, and you should be able to differentiate between a dependent and independent variable. You should also be able to give examples of or guess examples of acids, uh, of substances that are either acid or bases by looking at their color. All right. And then you should be able to define what an indicator is. All right. So what is an indicator? So an indicator is a die that is 10 different colors by acid, bases, and then what neutral substances. So those of you who have used dye before, you will see that sometimes the dye they will have to add some substances or another liquid substance, then you will see it change into a certain color. Yeah, so that the people dye their hair using what different colors. So this is just about indicators. All right, so let's look at a universal indicator. A universal indicator is a pH indicator made up of what different substances so that it produces color changes across the whole pH range. So a universal indicator produces the following color changes. So in strong acids, it will be red. In neutral solutions, it will be green. And then in strong base, the color is going to be purple. We use an indicator to indicate or show whether a substance is an acid, base, or neutral. Yeah, indicators made from red cabbage leaves or red onions are not as accurate as chemical indicators such as what universal indicators. So what it means is that we can create our own indicators. Sometimes there are some food substances or snacks, more especially snacks that you eat, and then at the end of the day you see that your tongue or your fingers have changed color. This is just the indicators that are found in what plant substances. So plant material. So a red cabbage we can produce, manufacture our own indicator using a red cabbage. You can equally do so using a red onion. Yes, but when you produce them and you want to use them to check the color, they are not as accurate as the what universal indicator. So a universal indicator is a pH indicator made up of what different substances so that it produces color changes across the what whole pH range. Okay. A universal indicator is available in liquid or what paper form. The paper form can only be used if the substance is in liquid form. A universal indicator has a color chart that shows the full pH range from 1 to 14. Acids change the color towards the yellow, and then orange red side of the what color scale. Bases change the color towards the color blue, and purple side of the color scale. Neutral substances change the color of universal indicator to green. Okay. Universal indicator can show us much more accurately how acidic or basic a solution is. So what it means is that you can have two substances, let's say substance A and substance B, all of them are acids according to the indicators. But the universal indicator will tell you whether which one is a very strong acid and which one is a what weak acid. All right. Universal indicator can change into a whole range of colors depending on the pH of the solution. In the following picture, solutions of increasing pH were mixed with vessel indicator to show how is full the colors are. Okay, so you can see red cabbage water. So the color in acid is red and pink, but you must be aware that the pH is less than 7, and color at pH is equal to 7 is purple. Then color in base is what blue, green, yellow. So and so on. So if you look at red onion water, you have in acid is red, and in base is green, and then in the solution is neutral is what violet. Then we have turmeric water. You see, so it's yellow when it's in acid is yellow, in neutral solution is also yellow, and the color in base is also what red. So we have what phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is also one of the indicators. So this one is colorless in acid and in neutral solution, and one pink and red in base solution. So yeah, so you will see. So some of them they give you a range of colors. So where you have different, for example, let's look at the indicator. Then it gives you red, orange, yellow because if you look at the type of acid that we're talking of, it can either be acid but concentrated or weak or dilute. So you have different colors portraying or illustrating that. We have got many other colorful food substances that can be used to make what acid-base indicators. Okay, so let's check out the diagram below for some examples. Yeah, so some of them you can even try them at home. Let's look at the beetroot. So you see how the color is. Cherry, curry powder, grape juice, onion, peach skin, tomato, turnip skin. So we can see that these pH are made from what? Edible substances. So that's why sometimes when you eat beetroot, at the end of the day, you see that your fingers and even your inside your mouth is what is taking the color of beetroot. So you can also see this. We can also see the universal indicators can have what many different colors, from red for strong acid to dark purple for strong bases. The liquid inside the middle test tube is neutral, which is having a pH 7, and then this is shown by the green color of the indicator. All right. Guys, is there any question so far, or are you hearing me? Sending a message to say, okay, guys, if you are listening, answer this question for me. What is an indicator? What is an indicator? An indicator.
I'm looking.
If you are listening to me, what is an indicator? Send in a word or drop me a box, a message in the box, guys, for me to see that you are participating or listening. All right, that's good. Okay, Tango. All right, it means you are still alive and active there. Okay, so let's continue. All right, let's look at uses of indicators. All right, an indicator is a dye that turns a different color in acid, bases, or neutral substances. So we use indicators to tell us whether a substance is an acid, base, or neutral. Red, we can use red cabbage water as a pH indicator. Red cabbage water is reddish pink in acid, purple in neutral, and bluish green in base. The independent variable is the one thing that the experimenter changes in and what experiment. So it's a variable. So there are some activities, practical ones that should be done, but I will see how we will fix that so that we will understand the variables very well. An indicator is used to test whether a substance is base or neutral. Yeah, clear, that's good. All right, so let's continue. So the dependent variable is the quantity or quality that is measured or observed in an experiment. pH is an example of a what dependent variable. So if you are having substances, then you want to check which one is a what, either an acid or a base, then you use a pH indicator. A pH indicator will be what the dependent variable because it's the quantity that is measured or observed. Okay, and the substance that you are looking at will be the what the independent. Okay, so let's look at the other slide. The independent variable is okay. We have already looked at this one. The dependent variable is the quantity or quality that is measured. We can use an indicator to indicate or show whether a substance is an acid or blue. Okay, we can buy chemical indicators, for example, litmus paper, which you use in grade 7, or we can make our own indicators. So if you are going to make your own indicators, you can take some of your beetroot from your mom, but you don't have to use all of them. You just take a bit of it, and then you can create. If I go back to the slide, you can see that beetroot is having this thing. If it's in acid, is if it is red, then that side is purple. Okay, so if you have it, then you can also get a lemon. Lemon is having citric acid. Then you can check whether when you put lemon in the beetroot, what is going to be the color. Then if you have bicarbonate of soda, you can try to also add the beetroot in it and see whether it will give you these color changes. So the pH is ranging from 0 to what 14, but here is starting from 2. That is not a problem. But when you create your own from this picture or diagram, you can use to determine whether to confirm whether the lemon or the citrus fruit or the sodium bicarbonate of soda is either basic, acidic, or whatever. Then you can just confirm. Okay. Now we are saying that these indicators are not as accurate as chemical indicators, such as the universal indicator. They do indicate whether a substance is an acid, base, or neutral. So we are saying that when you are producing your cabbage, the red cabbage more especially, and then you want to verify, you must know that when it changes after you prepare it and is pink, reddish pink in acid, then you know that it's what that substance you are talking of is what an acid. Then so if you prepare your indicator using a red cabbage, and then you have got what a fruit. You know, if you have unripe fruit, and then most of the time the acidic content is high, so you can confirm that to see whether when you are going to eat raw mango and they say don't eat it, it doesn't mean that they don't like you, but they want to prevent you from getting what sores in your mouth or blisters because the unripe fruit contain high percentage of acid. and we know that acids are corrosive, it can easily give you some blisters around your mouth or even some pains. All right. Then in a neutral solution is purple, and in the base is bluish green in color. Now, so let's look at this. When we want to decide whether a solution is in water is acidic or basic, we can what measure its pH. So roughly, we are talking about what indicators, how to use indicators, and how to use them to what determine whether an acid or base. So what do we use to do that? We use the pH to measure. So in another way, pH is a measuring instrument or to indicate or to decide whether a solution is what acidic or basic. And then one of the ways pH can be measured is with an acid-base indicator, such as what the universal indicator. So we have got remember we have got different types of indicators as we have seen previously. We also, besides the universal indicator, we have got what the blue litmus and the red litmus paper. And then the blue and red litmus paper is also doing the same job. So, for example, if it is a liquid, so if you have a blue litmus paper and you want to find out whether a substance is either an acid or base, you just dip it inside there and observe the color change. So, for example, if I have a substance, then I dip my red litmus paper there, and it doesn't change color, then it means the substance is an acid. Because it's red, it's supposed to change. So if it doesn't change, it means the substance is what an acid. But immediately you drop it inside and it changes to blue, then it means that substance is what a base. So what it means is that red litmus paper will change to blue in a base, and blue litmus paper will change to red in an what acid. Okay, and then remember the pH scale ranges. Okay, an acid-base indicator is a substance that changes its color depending on the pH of the solution that is added to it. The pH scale ranges from 1 to 14. Okay, so we have also learned that acids have pH values lower than 7, bases have pH values higher than 7, and neutral substances have pH values approximately equal to 7. How acidic or basic a solution is depends on its what relative pH values. The more acidic a solution is, the closer its pH value will be to 0. Now, what does that mean? So it means the smaller the pH value, the higher the acidic or the more acidic it is. So if I have a solution that is what 0.1, I have another solution that is 1, or I have a solution that is 0.0.01, and I have another one that is 4, you will see that the one that is 0.01 and the one that is 4, there is difference there. 0.01 is more acidic as compared to the 4. And then the other one, the 0.1, will be more acidic compared to the one with what? 2 or 3 or 4. So the smaller the pH value, the more acidic the solution is. And then the higher the pH value, the more basic the solution is. Okay, so here is a mind map. So here we have got acids, bases, and pH. So they say there is a pH scale, and this pH scale is used to measure how acidic or basic a substance is. Now, this pH we are talking of ranges from what? From 1 to 7 to 14. Now, pH 1 is very strong acid, and pH between 1 and 7 describe acids, and exactly 7 describes what? Neutrals. And pH of 7 and 14 describes what? Bases. So acids, neutrals, bases can be determined by what? Indicators. Indicators such as litmus paper, red cabbage water, universal indicator has full range of colors. In acids, the color range is red, orange, and yellow. In neutral, it is green, and in bases is blue and purple. Okay. Now, so when we go up again and we look at from 7 to 14, we will see that pH, a substance with a pH of 14 is very, very, it gives us a strong base. All right. Now, I want us to look at an activity, and the activity we are going to go to Kahoot, and then we will try to test your knowledge on this. But before I move on there, if you have any question, may you please ask before I move on to playing in the game and learning in Kahoot. All right, guys, are you here? All right, you are here. All right, so we're going to look at all right, so guys, you have to be ready. Then those of you who had problem logging in, I hope you are fine now. So we are going to guys, can you see? Guys, can you see on your screen? You can see, okay. Can you see now? Can you see? Okay. So you log in, you join by going to www.kahoot. Okay, Tando, you are here. I can see Tando. Yes, guys, I can only see Tando who has joined. Yes, Baby Winter is also here. Yes, still waiting for others. Guys, are you joining? Okay, Max, you are here. Let's wait for the rest and then we can continue. Okay, Luko. Yes, I have got 4 people now. Yeah, even if okay, then the next minute we will start playing the game and maybe they will join us later because the time is going. Okay, then let's play the game now. Let's start. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's see. Uh, 3 people got it right. Let's see the one who got it first. Yeah, 3 people got it right, but the first one to give the answer was what? Math. Okay, let's go on. So let's go to the next question. All right, let's see the correct answer. Nobody got the correct answer. The correct answer is red, cabbage, universal, indicator, and litmus. Let's go to the next. Okay, 3 people got this right, and one got it wrong. Let's see how fast those people got it. Tando is the first person to indicate, followed by Winter, and then Max. Let's go to the next. Universal indicators show the spectrum of okay. The answer is visible light, as you can see there. Unfortunately, we didn't all get it. Let's go on to the next. Special indicators show yeah, very good. So all of you got it right. 3 people got it right. So let's see the one who got it first. Yeah, Kando was the very first person to. 3 people got it right, but Kando was the first person to recognize that, followed by Winter and Max. Let's go to the next question. Indicators are used to test all right, so 2 people got this one right. All right, so let's see. Let's see those two. Okay, it's Tando and Winter. All right, let's go to the next. Guys, you are seeing the scoreboard. Universal indicators show neutral as all right. 3 people got this right. That's great. Let's go to the next. Okay, scoreboard. It's showing. Let's go to the next. Universal indicator in a base tense. Okay. So you have got two answers there. It can be blue or purple. So let's see those who got it first. You guess, I guess it's right now. Okay, I see. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, let's go to the next. All right, which one of these are universal indicators? So let's see. Two people got this one right. Let's see who got it first. Yeah, it's winter, first, and candle. So let's go on to the next. We have got about what is the purpose of indicators? What is the purpose of indicators? Yeah, okay, that is correct. Three people got this one right. Let's see. The one who did that first. Okay, James, you did that first. You answered first. Let's go on to the next. Which are the common indicators for pH value? Which are the common indicators for pH value? Okay, let's see. Winter, followed by candle and days. Okay, guys, I hope you are seeing the scoreboard. All right, let's go. Three more. We use universal indicators most because, let's go on.
Why do we use universal indicator?
Okay, so let's see. So we have got two, and it tells us if something is an acid or a base. It shows the pH of the acid or the base. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so it's winter, March. Okay, you see that the flame has changed position. So it means the one who is improving here. Let's go to 13. Indicators are used to test the so these questions are just put in another way so that you will understand. Yeah, great. We have got 4 people answering this and 1 answering wrong. Let's see those who did first. Yeah, Sky, Sky also answered, but you have improved. It means your marks are up now. Last but not the least, universal indicator in pure water tense. Okay, green is the answer. Let's see. All right, winter did that first. Last question. What is a universal indicator? Very good. So let's see. So let's see the one you watch, Sando. This one, Baby Winter. So you see. So it was Baby Winter who got first, followed by Tando, and followed by Max. So 12 out of 15, 10 out of 15, and then Max 9 out of 15. Okay. All right. So difficult question. So let's look at view report. We are going to view the report and see. You gonna be first. Okay, no problem. Next time be fast. Next time be fast so that you okay. So let's see. Practice makes perfect. So play again and let the same group improve. Okay, so you see, so what we have got now. All right, so okay. Who's let me see. Yeah, well done. The one well done next time. Uh well played, guys. Next time you can do better. But I hope you are enjoying it. Guys, I said I hope you are enjoying it. All right. So uh, and those of you who couldn't join us next time, try to join us. It's full of fun. It's full of fun. All right. So with our game, this game is going to close our class for today, and then see you tomorrow. And then well done to Tando, Winter, and Mark. The rest, Luco, and the rest who couldn't join us, make sure that you are able to do that tomorrow, and then we will all enjoy it together. Bye, and then catch you tomorrow. See ya.